Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, I am Nabiilah, and in this video, I'm going to reflect what I have learned from the previous meeting. The previous meeting, I presented about the principles of learning and assessment. So today, I'm going to discuss about the definition and the aspects of principles of learning and assessment. So, the principle itself is a fundamental guidelines or rules or standard that used as a guide for acting and thinking. So the learning principles is the fundamental guidelines that underlie the entire teaching and learning process. It includes the learning strategies and the learning methods. So the learning of assessment is a guide for teacher how lessons are planned, how students meet their needs, how students can engage the material, and how the progress is assessed. And the learning principle is crucial either for teacher or students because the teacher can organize the lesson plan effectively and efficiently, and the students can achieve the learning outcomes. And the next is the learning assessment. Learning assessment is a fundamental rules that is used for assessing the students, not only for assessing but also shaping how assessment is conducted. Because by assessing the students, we as educator should know how do how we design and organize the assessment aligns with students and curriculum and also the standard of the assessment itself. By knowing the principles of assessment, teacher can measure the students' knowledge, ability, and also skill. And the students can improve the skill that they need or they interest. And now we dive into the principles of learning and assessment. Learning principles have some aspects. The first one is interactive. I think the good learning is learning that fulfilled with the students' activeness because the success of learning comes from two direction. Not only teacher to build the interaction, but also the students. The student should respond actively. The second one is inspirational. We as a teacher must be a role model for students, so we have to do the positive habit or activity that can inspire students to be good students. For example, to be disciplined by be punctual teacher perhaps. And the third one is fun. In learning process, we have to set the fun learning strategies to reduce the anxiety or boredom so that the students will feel safe and easy to obtain the material. Four is challenging. Sometimes in learning process, challenges is required to make students improve their abilities. To create challenging learning helps the students to master in critical thinking skill. The fifth one, motivate learner to participate actively. So we have to create the comfy zone for students in class. Therefore, the students can express their opinion or their needs without hesitation or afraid. And the sixth one, providing space to be initiative, creative, and independent. Because we are in the Merdeka curriculum, we have to give them space to work grouping, to work collaboratively according their interests. So by doing that, students can improve their creativity, collaborative, and critical thinking skills. And after that, we're going to discuss about the aspects of assessment principle. There are three aspects. The first one is diagnostic assessment. Diagnostic assessment is assessment that conduct before the learning process. And the goals of this assessment is to gain prior knowledge. And the second one is a formative assessment. Formative assessment is an assessment that conduct in during the learning process to get the feedback from the students, and the teacher should um, ensure that the students have understand or not. And the third one is summative assessment. Summative assessment is assessment that conduct in the end of the learning process, and it is graded by teacher, and this is also as a decision for grade level. So that's all enough from what I delivered. Thank you very much for your attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.